Okay, so we should be live now. Just going to give it a moment to make sure everything has come up. Yeah, that looks like we are live. Fantastic. Welcome to Guide of Misguidance Gaming, and before I do anything else, I just want to apologise that it's been such a long time since I last did a stream. Been having some interesting real-life situations going on. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had job interviews, I've been to a funeral, we got a new pair of cats, so it's all been pretty hectic and pretty crazy here, and I just haven't had the time to do streaming. And as I keep saying, real life has to come before games, no matter how much fun games are. But I'm back now. I'll probably only be streaming twice a week, at the most from here on in, because I have other commitments now that I've had to take on as well. But I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing of things. Having said that, I haven't played with this character at all since my last stream, because obviously the whole point of this stream was to level him up from start to finish. So there's a good chance that I'm going to be even worse in this live stream than I was the last time we played. So do bear with me. It should still be good fun though. If I remember rightly, and it says here we're still in the Ghostlands, the last thing we did was we got some help from a nice troll who helped us to clear the last big quest in the Ghostlands. So we're going to hand in what quests we've got left, and then we are going to head off somewhere else and see what else is waiting for us in the big wide world of Warcraft. So here we go, this is Marudeva our Mage, currently level 21, and let's see where we end up. So the other thing as well is, because it's been so long since I last did a live stream, my old streams are no longer appearing in my saved videos tab on Twitch. You can find them all on YouTube, however. If you go to YouTube and put in Guide of Misguidance, I believe should bring up my channel. If not, Misguidance and World of Warcraft should do it. So, and what I'll do is I'll try and stick a link up somewhere on my Twitch channel so that you can find my YouTube channel if you just want to go back and see what else I've done in the past. And we have just logged in, and I have seen that our armour is severely dinged up, so we're also going to try and find somebody to fix that. So this is all the information about Battle of Azeroth. Ah, and we are in dragon form, because what everybody needs is a dragon sitting in the middle of a tavern. So if we just come out of here... Ah, and we're in Tranquillin. Excellent, we like Tranquillin. I'm just going to get back into human form for a moment so I can track down the blacksmith. Pretty sure there is a blacksmith around here. Let's show up under there. Ah, excellent, lots of people that we can go to. Let's head this way. Oh, no, that person is behind us and in the building. Once again, my fabulous direction sense kicks in and we're lost. Are we in here? Oh no, I think I know where they are. I think they're upstairs. So it has been a while. I forgot we had this fabulous acid yellow cloak on as well, so... Ah, there she is. I think we've got enough money for this. Oh yeah, that's alright. And what are we carrying that we can get rid of? Right, we're going to keep the crunchy spider legs, because I seem to remember we had a recipe for that. We've got some tin ore. Why have we got tin ore? Oh well, great mysteries. We're going to sell all this, I reckon. And we're going to sell the bat flesh as well. What's that? Oh yes, that was the sword that was completely useless in killing the guy that it was meant to help kill, so you can get rid of that as well. The other thing I've done is I've rebalanced the sound, so with any luck the game sound won't be quite so overwhelming. I hope you guys can hear it okay. What I actually found was I couldn't hear myself talking. Can we learn any more recipes off you? We cannot.
The reckoning is at hand.
That's good. What about actually cooking? Oh, so it's small spider legs we need, not crunchy ones. Brilliant. Okay. That is good to know. Let's check our map and see where we're going. Ah yes, Knucklerot and Lurzen we decided we weren't going to do, so we're going to head down here and hand in these quests down there. And if you remember rightly, this character is a remake of an old character that I played briefly as a demon hunter, who I was role-playing as a dragon. So we have given him back his dragon form. This is the Sandstone Drake mount. Fabulous mount. It allows other people to ride on your back. And the nice thing is as well is you can fly in this form, so when we get high enough level to fly we can just dive straight in and not have to worry about going through the massive list of mounts that I have on this account looking for something suitable. So I have been playing Warcraft. Wait, what's that? Oh no, that's Lurzen. Yep, let's not go near that. I have been playing Warcraft, but I've mainly been exploring the new content with my hunter, who's my main character in this game. And also started leveling an old Death Knight that I had. I actually made him just at the end of Wrath of the Lich King, I believe. And he's been sitting on my account inactive. I basically did the starting area, got him to Orgrimmar, I've left him there. And I decided to give it another go. I wasn't very good with Death Knights. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. Yeah, we're just going to outrun him. But I thought it'd be fun to try again, and I've actually been having a really good time. So I spent a lot of time in Northrend running around with him. But of course, the skills are all very different. Wearing plate armour is very different to my other characters as well, and I have no idea what I'm doing with this character anymore, so... Hello, Marudeva. So we will just have to see how it goes. Is it done then? Has Darkhan been destroyed? Well, here is his head. Today you've dealt a deadly blow to the Scourge's grasp in the region. With the vile traitor gone, it shall not be long before we've reclaimed our lands and our greatness is restored once again. Ooh, I'm going to get a very nice star for this. Hero of the Sindorai. This is the beginning of a new chapter in the history of our race, Marudeva. Our lands will be reclaimed, and we shall cement our bond with Sylvanas and her allies. Take the traitor's head to Regent Lord Lothramar Theron in Silvermoon City. He'll be eager to hear the news. Ah, excellent. Okay, so we're heading to Silvermoon. Now, we've got some more... We've got another quest at least to hand in here. Let's take a look at our quest log. So we've got that one and that one to hand in. That one we're going to come back and do when we're much higher level. And the War on Death Home. Which is the War on Death Home? Oh, okay. Well, we've definitely done it, so... I hope we can hand them all into these two. Let's speak to Jainda first. Thank you, Marudeva. Without your help, those prisoners would have lost their minds and souls to the Scourge. Oh yes, that was the people that had been roofied by the undead. I remember this quest.
Hold your head high.
Anaria Shola.
There's Adonis. Idonis? One or the other. Darkhan's armies fall. The Scourge cannot stand a chance against the combined might of the Sindorai and the Forsaken. Yes, that is true. Yay! I got an achievement. And then he says, the Scourge has felt our wrath, Marudeva. It won't be long before their cursed citadel lies in ruins. Oh, I handed those in the wrong way round, didn't I?
Farewell.
So we've only actually got one more thing that we need to do here, to finish all the Ghostlands quests, which will be to kill Knucklerot and Lurzen. It's tempting to go back and try again. If I had any friends online that I could ask, I'd probably get them to come and help, but we will just come back and do it at a later date. Otherwise we'll spend ages here, and I think it's time we move on to somewhere else. So now we need to go back to Silvermane, which begs the question, where is our Hearthstone at the moment? Okay, yeah, let's go back to Falconwing, and we're going to equip that. That is a very nice looking stick. But yeah, let's go back to Falconwing and ride into Silvermane from there, because I think that will be a lot closer than heading up from here and going via the flight path. Now we've also got some post. So let's find a post box. Ah, excellent. So we did manage to sell some stuff on the auction house. We've got some stuff that didn't sell, which, to be honest, we might just relist while we're in there. And a friend of mine has been playing the game and has been sending me stuff to disenchant by the look of it. So we'll take all this. Now I'm not sure if we can just disenchant it straight away. Ooh. Well, there's a nice drab looking robe, but that's an appearance we haven't got yet, so I'll put that in the bank and we'll keep that for a bit. Let's see if we can just disenchant it. Oh, we can. Excellent. Right, well, let's get some of this done. And hopefully this will give us stuff that we can use in our enchanting. So thank you very much to Charlotte who sent me this. She's a Blood Elf warrior. If you ever see her running around, say hi to her for me. Ooh, shiny, small, brilliant shard. Excellent. I'm going to disenchant our old stick there. And this last one here we're going to keep hold of for a few levels, so we'll pop that in the bank when we get back in town. So if you do happen across this video and you're wondering where you can find me, if you want to come along and say hello or just want to bother me in game, this is the Argent Dawn server in the EU. Which is a very nice server. It's been very busy recently. Oh, hello, there's a quest here. Hello, jailer, what can I do for you? The black swath of soil that cuts through Eversong Woods is a permanent reminder of the day Arthas led the Scourge into our beloved city. This blemish is more than an eyesore, as even today it brings Scourge from the Ghostlands to Silvermane. Go, Marudeva, and give my men a hand at killing the mindless undead that walk down the Dead Scar. I mean, the guard's leggings are completely useless to us, but I feel like it's probably our duty to give them a hand. And it'll give me a chance to relearn my abilities against stuff that hasn't actually leveled, so that's good. So that's auto attack. Pyroblast, Fireball, Fireblast, Flame Strike. Okay, what's that? Scorch. Now that's the one I can do while I'm moving, isn't it?
I don't have a target.
Oh, okay. Well, this should be relatively easy then. I wonder actually if I can just... Oh no, can't quite kill him with that one. I mean, this is overkill using that on this dude, but it's still fun, so... But yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Ah yeah, so that gives us a free one of those. That's worth doing, isn't it? So this is the problem when you play a lot of different classes. If you don't play one for a while, and like me, you've got the memory of a goldfish, it can be a little disorientating. But at least these guys aren't swampiness, so... There we go. I love that dragon noise when he transforms, it's fantastic. Excuse me, coming through, thank you.
The eternal sun guides.
We don't anticipate the Scourge letting up on their attacks anytime soon, but we will still appreciate any help we get guarding the Scar.
The reckoning is at hand.
There we go, that's a little bit of extra experience for us. Now let's trot on through here. There's a very nice firehawk running past there. Running backwards, actually. Okay, I didn't notice that before. I wonder if they're doing that deliberately or if it's a glitch. Oh, I'm going to go with deliberate. So that's Ambassador Lyset and their amazing moonwalking bird. Nice to see you. And pretty soon we're going to be leaving the beautiful sunlit Eversong Woods and Silvermoon behind us. We're going to head out into the real world and see where adventure takes us. Now, I know we've got a couple of quests to go to the Undercity, which I'm tempted to do, to go to the Undercity and then help out the Scourge, not the Scourge, sorry, they behave like the Scourge, help out the Forsaken, which is the non-Scourge faction of Undead. I've got to keep remembering that. But they are, should we call them an acquired taste? And I'm wondering whether actually we might want to go somewhere else. But I'll hand in this quest and then we'll take a look at the quests we've got and take a look at our Adventurer's Guide, which is down here, and see what we fancy. So it really comes down whether you want to throw your chips in with Sylvanas and go full on for the Horde, which I'm certainly not against, to be perfectly honest, or whether we want to be a little bit more independent. I'll try not to run over these delegates here. Hello, welcome to Silvermoon. Get trodden on by a dragon. It's not a great way to show things off to newcomers, is it? Here we are, here's the palace. And this poor soul chasing a tiny thing. Ah, hello again. There's Lyset. I think we'll approach the Regent in our elven form. Now here he is, here's the head of our particular part of the Horde. You seek audience with me, Mage. I do not recall hearing of an appointment. No, I do not have an appointment. But you are going to see me anyway. Now that's one face I was not expecting to see so soon. This is quite the good news, Marudeva. in more ways than you can imagine. Ooh, envoy to the Horde. There were doubts about our capabilities among our potential new allies. Of what use could we be to them when perceived as unable to deal with our problems at home? This changes everything. No longer will our power be questioned. We'll be able to join the Horde as equals. Take this letter to Sylvanas, ruler of the Forsaken. She's already on our side, but the news of Dakan's death will be music to her ears. Prepare for a long trip, Marudeva. If all goes well, she will send you to Orgrimmar. So, bring the letter from Lothrimar to Lady Sylvanas in the Undercity.
Never again shall a king reign in Silvermoon.
That's a shame that we're not going to get another king, because I actually think that he would be a very good king. Anyway, I'm going to leave them to their debate. Let's take a quick look. So... oh yeah, we've still got some... yeah, let's not do that. Undercity. So envoy the Horde, journey to the Undercity, and we've got to go to Cleft of Shadow. So let's go to the Undercity and see where that takes us. I believe, because this character is low level, the Undercity hasn't been through the changes of the latest expansion yet, so we should be able to use the Translocation Orb here and get straight to the outskirts of the Undercity. Let's see if this works. Excellent, we are alive. So this whole area in the new expansion, through various things that happen, which I won't go into, is currently on fire and full of scourge? No, not scourge, plague. Whatever the horrible plague is that the Forsaken have concocted. So you can't actually get here very easily. If you do come back at higher levels and you want to come into the Undercity as it is now, there is a bronze dragon who will turn back time and let you see it as it is now. This little dude, as well as a capturable pet, I actually have one already, so we're not going to bother with that. And I'm just going to turn off the repair tracking as well, because it's confusing my map. And as you guys have witnessed, my direction sense is not brilliant. And the Undercity is actually quite a complicated place. It's all based on a massive sort of loop, for lack of a better description. And I do get quite confused running around in it. So here we have the throne. Now, I'm not a massive Warcraft historian, but I do believe that Lordaeron was a human city, and that used to be the actual throne. So as you can imagine, the Alliance are not thrilled that the undead have got hold of it instead. So let's head down here. So the ruins of Lordaeron, which is the city above us, are just that, they're ruins. And the Undercity, as the name suggests, is all underground. So basically it's just a bunch of undead living in the sewers. It's probably the best way I can describe it. You know, I'm going to put trade chat into its own window, just in case people decide to be rude or disgusting, because that's been some of that going around this morning when I was playing with one of my other characters. So here's a flight path for us. So we're going to hand in this letter to Sylvanas. Whoa, we're also going to fall down here. Awesome. And the other thing as well, if you remember, we picked up her necklace. So we need to head down here to the Apothecarium by the look of it. And yeah, we're going to return her necklace to her as well. Now you can actually ride around in the Undercity, but for now I'm not going to. I'm going to have a look at some of the architecture here. And I'm sure I've said this before, but I mean, as far as older games go, Warcraft still looks pretty good in my opinion. And particularly these areas which are... they've seen a bit of change over the years, but they're still pretty old. And I think one of the things that's really helped it is the cartoony style that they went for. They didn't go for hyper-realistic or anything. They went pretty cartoon-like. I've already said that, I'm repeating myself a bit. But the upshot of that is, it's not like you log into some older games where you can see how much the art style itself is dated. The art style still looks good, it's really just the polygons and the textures that could use some updating in some of these older areas. But even then, some of it's been done. The newer stuff, the latest stuff looks brilliant, and I still personally think that Warcraft has got some life left in it. Who's this? So we've got Ambassador Sunsorrow, and we've got a Paladin trainer. Okay, wasn't expecting to see you standing around here. And here is Lady Sylvanas. Where we are in the storyline, she's not yet War Chief, but she is currently, in the latest expansion, the War Chief of the Horde. With mixed reactions, not everybody's a fan of that. Hang on just a second. So I'm trying to keep an ear out as well, because we're also expecting an Amazon delivery, which, knowing my luck, will arrive halfway through this live stream, because I'm wearing noise cancelling headphones. I've got to kind of be on the alert and make sure I don't miss it. So if I do have to run off and do that quickly, I do apologise. Right, let's see what Sylvanas has to say.
What joy is there in this curse?
I do not know. Let's do Envoy of the Horde first. Ah, a visitor from Kel'Thalas. What news do you bring? It is done, then. The foul traitor got what he deserved. You did this yourself? Well, yes, with a friend, but you know. An impressive feat that proves that your race remains worthy, Marudeva. I see that Lothramar has additional news that will greatly improve his relations with the trolls and their war chief. Yeah, so at the moment, in this version of the game, the war chief is Vol'jin, I believe, who is head of the Darkspear trolls. Meeting the Orcs. I haven't lost any love for my homeland or its people, as you know. I fought tooth and nail for Silvermoon to be allowed a place beside Undercity and Orgrimmar at the negotiating table. This should silence any opposition. Take this letter to Surafang in Orgrimmar. As leader of the Orcs, he must have a say in accepting the Sindorai's pledge. I've added my own seal to the letter as a personal endorsement. Go northwest of the city and board the Zeppelin bound for Durotar at the tower. Right, so she is in fact sending us to Orgrimmar.
We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Which is, of course, a very pleasant thing to say. Right, journey to the Undercity. And you are? What's that you have there? That necklace looks somehow familiar. Give it here. It's interesting that she's forgotten who we are in 30 seconds, but there you go. Sylvanas takes the necklace from your grasp. It can't be. After all this time, I thought it was lost forever. After a lingering moment, the lady seems to become aware once again of her surroundings, composing herself. You thought this would amuse me? Do you think that I long for a time before I was the queen of the Forsaken? Like you, it means nothing to me. And Illyria Windrunner is a long-dead memory. She drops the amulet to the ground. You may now remove yourself from my presence, Mage. Well, we levelled up off that. Lady Sylvanas Windrunner looks at the discarded necklace, and her sadness the lady incants a glamour which beckons forth highborn spirits. The chamber resonates with their ancient song about the Cinderai. And receiving a whisper. That could have gone better, Marudeva. Come here, please. I have something I need you to take care of for me. Now this song that hopefully you can hear playing is called The Lament of the Highborn. I believe it's actually written entirely in the Sindarai language. I am going to interrupt her, however, because she's got a quest marker, so I want to see what she wants to send us to do.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
Ogramar's Ragefire Chasm has been taken by the Dark Shaman. Marudeva, we cannot allow this to pass unpunished, lest they next set their sights on Undercity. Go speak with Commander Bagran, just inside of the chasm. Help him in any way you can, for our fates are intertwined. Right, so I suspect that's going to send us into Ragefire Chasm, which is a dungeon. We might try out the random dungeon finder for that, or we might not. I'll see how we feel.
Our enemies will fall.
I've heard something of your exploits, Marudeva. I know that while you're here in Forsaken Lands, that you'll comport yourself with dignity, and as a true hero of the Sindarai. I hope so, Ambassador. What is it that you have for me, Ambassador? Just a small songbook that I thought you might like to have. It contains the lyrics to a song known as The Lament of the Highborn, the one that Lady Sylvanas glamoured from the air.
Keep your wits about you.
I'll try. I love his red hair, it suits his robe. So here we have The Lament of the Highborn, a small book containing the lyrics to the song. That there is the Sindarai faction icon. So loosely translated version. By the light of the sun, children of the blood, our enemies are breaking through. Children of the blood, by the light, failing children of the blood, they are breaking through. O children of the blood, by the light of the sun, failing children of the blood, they are breaking through. O children of the blood, by the light of the sun, the sun. It doesn't sound quite as good when you read it as it does when it's being sung. And there's the Thalassian version, which I'm not going to try and read, to be perfectly honest. So there we go, we've got that. I'm going to put that in the bank as well. Oops, that was the wrong button. So now we've got to head to Orgrimmar. Yes, Ragefire Chasm, there we go. So, if I can find a flight of stairs to take us off this dais. What we will do is we will find our way out of the Undercity, which might take me a few moments, and we'll head to Orgrimmar. So Orgrimmar has always been the faction capital of the Horde, and it's basically where you go to do everything, even at high level, where there are other cities available. There's stuff that you can only do in Orgrimmar, and particularly at the moment, the key thing that you need to go to Orgrimmar for is to switch war mode on and off. We are not going to be doing war mode. War mode basically puts you on permanent PvP, and it was a way for them to downsize the number of servers. So instead of having specific PvP servers, all servers have the potential to be PvP if you put on war mode, which is brilliant. It's a really simple way to do things. Everybody who's got war mode on gets sharded, which means they get moved into a phased version of the game where they can only interact with other people who have war mode on when they're out in the world. The capital city, I believe, everyone can see each other in. And it means that people who want to do PvP can do PvP without having to go to a specific PvP server. I don't do PvP, I don't like PvP, and I'm actually not very good at PvP. So it's not something that I will be touching, not even with a 10-foot barge pole. And as we run past here, I believe we've got the bankers here. So, you know what, we're going to open some bag slots because we've got some spare bags now. So let's open 2 bag slots. Let's put a 6-slot bag in there. Can't use that yet. Got more crunchy spider legs, so I'll add them to the stash. Going to keep that meat for a bit. I'd kind of like to put this back on the auction house, so we'll keep hold of it for now. And we're going to keep the cloth. That's some bandages, isn't it? And we're just going to deposit our crafting reagents here and this. So we'll put that on later to get that appearance, and we're going to pop that in there as well. That we're going to sell, that we need to take with us. We're keeping the runed copper rod because we need that for our enchanting, and we'll deposit that as well. So there we go, that gives us a bit of space back in our bags. Ooh, try not to fall off the edge there. Right. Ah, that's the Dark Moon Fair Mystic. So Dark Moon Fair is going on at the moment, but we won't be doing that. Actually, that gives you an idea of how long it's been since I last did a live stream, because I think Dark Moon Fair was playing the last time we did this as well. We just have to wait for the lift. I love all the random spikes in this lift. I don't know what purpose they function other than stopping you getting squashed against the ceiling there, but they definitely look impressive, don't they? And this is usually where I get lost and try and go back into the Undercity instead of heading out. There's the throne room. So yeah, we head this way. You would think, given how long I've been playing this game for, that I would be able to navigate these areas much more easily, but apparently not. So here's the courtyard where we came in. Now, if we wanted to go back to Silvermoon, we would head up these steps here, where there's another translocation orb, which will take us home again, but we don't want to come out here and head towards Brill. So here we are. Relatively easy to find. This is the flight towers, and again in the latest version of the game, when you're top level, this is well, it doesn't look like this, put it that way. And if you look up there, you can see that Horde banner, so this is the one that we want to aim for to go to Orgrimmar. We've got some nice Forsaken architecture here. If you look that way as well, you can see the Undercity. Take a quick screenshot of that. And down there, I think that's Brill. You can always tell the Forsaken cities, they've got this kind of mist hanging over them and this weird containers of like green sludge and experiments, because they're all about plague and plague spreading. So what you'll notice here is we were told to get the Zeppelin, but there is no Zeppelin at the moment. So we talked to the Zeppelin master. The Thundercaller is under maintenance. It caught fire just one too many times. Shame, really. He's just flying over as Shadowblade. Somebody over, I didn't catch the end of their name. So if we take, can I get to Orgrimmar? As members of the Horde have utilised our exemplary services for so long, we've provided mage portals for distinguished individuals such as yourself. I promise that the trip will be mostly painless. And here is the portal. And the reason for that is they can't really have the Zeps flying over anymore when the latest version of the game doesn't work, so they've put in portals instead. Which is sort of a nice in-game touch having the portals instead. If we just wait for this to load. Welcome to the Cleft of Shadow, and we are inside a horse. Rautaluka. That guy's got. Oh, and somebody else has spawned inside it as well. So this is the spawning point. This happens fairly often. And there is somebody there who has got... Is that a crab with a gun? Tunta. There's a high mountain Tauran druid who appears to be polymorphed into a pirate crab with a sword. That is not something I thought I would see today. Excellent. Anyway, here is Arida, who we've had a quest to speak to for quite some time, so let's see what she has to say.
Glory to the Horde.
For too long we have ignored the secrets of the arcane. Are you here to learn as well? Ah, good. It seems my message did find you. Yes, it did, but we were busy. I apologise. Mastering the arcane. All of your trainers agree, Marudeva. You show an amazing amount of talent for a journeyman. Even the war chief has heard of your rapid progress. As a reward for mastering your studies, the war chief has commissioned his master enchanter to create a staff for you. The cursed Shadowfang Keep in Silverpine Forest is the only place to get the materials you'll need. Travel there and find a magical heirloom of the Silverlane family, a supply of moon-touched wood, and the essence of the ghosts haunting the keep. So this is sending us into another dungeon, Shadowfang Keep, and hilariously the Staff of the Arcane Path, which will be the reward, is not as good as the one we've got now. So I'm going to take the quest, and if we start doing dungeons, I'm sure we'll do Shadowfang Keep. It's one of the early ones. But again, we probably won't do that, at least not for a while. What I might do, possibly, is we might do just a session where we do dungeons when we've built up enough quests to sort of make that viable. So let's see. So this is the Cleft of Shadows. Enemies below, I think, is actually inside Ragefire Chasm, which is down here on the map. So we're going to untrack that as well, and we're going to go and meet the orcs. So let us don our dragon form and head out of here and go and take our first proper look at Orgrimmar as a new character. More spikes, because of course. And this is a new Blood Elf's first look at Orgrimmar. Orgrimmar's quite impressive. It used to be a lot smaller. Then I believe in Cataclysm it got overhauled when they brought in flying in the base zones. Well, hello, what do you sell? Ah, trade supplies. Excellent. And it is now a lot bigger. Ooh, someone with Mermian's head up there, which is a flying mount. Ah, excellent. There's a cooking trainer here, so in an attempt to bolster our cooking, let's pop up here and see if he's got an easy quest for us. Even thieves get hungry. This is Marog. We have had a problem with thieves stealing our infantry rations here in Orgrimmar for the last couple of weeks. I recently received some intelligence of where these crimes are taking place. Anywhere you see piles of crates and supplies, there are likely to be thieves nearby. I need you to hunt these thieves down and recover our stolen rations. Return to me when you're done. So we're going to recover 3 Horde infantry rations, and we're going to get 1 point in cooking, and an Epicurean's award, which allows us to speak to Shazdar here and buy some special cooking ingredients. And what I'm hoping is it might help bump us up a bit so we can learn a few more recipes and actually start leveling up our cooking. So there's one. You're gonna fireball the hell out of him. Haha. Boom. Nice. And you can see there that building, which I believe is the main building in the centre of Orgrimmar, where we're going to go and meet the boss. Ah, hello, there's a Nightborn. And now she's highlighting in green rather than blue, which means she's on war mode. And like I said, war mode, it seems to be everybody hangs around with everybody in capital cities, and war mode only separates you out when you're out in the wider world. I like how these thieves all seem to be goblins. I feel like that might be some kind of racial profiling. I love the big dramatic music in Orgrimmar. Just trying to get into this circle here. Oh, who's that? That is a very fancy dragon, I like that one. Aha, hello, I see you there. Right, so that was easy enough. So now let's go and hand in meeting the orcs while we're down here. So this dragon, I believe, is Experiment 12B? Yeah, so this one you get from a raid in Cataclysm, which I have been trying with my main character to get for a very long time, and for some reason the git will just not drop. So here we go into Grommash Hold. And here we can see Lady Sylvanas as the War Chief, even though we were told that she's not the War Chief presently. So this is one of the more confusing things when a game like Warcraft gets a certain way into its storyline, is yeah. But never mind. It won't make a huge amount of difference. So let's have a word here with High Overlord Surafang.
Speak quickly and speak the truth.
You have travelled far to meet with me, Blood Elf. What brings you to Orgrimmar? This letter does. Written and sealed by the woman who is standing next to you. I'd like to know how she got here so quickly. Surafang begins to read the letter. Sylvanas, she is persistent, even going so far as to send a champion of Silvermoon. How will this be changing anything? So, allegiance to the Horde. Your people suffered a great betrayal by the Alliance. You succeeded in fighting off the Danassian attacks and the spies from Ironforge. Now you defeated a powerful Scourge leader at the footsteps of your home. Your worthiness is no longer in question. It is clear now that we need each other. Return to Lothramar, tell him I have heard your message and accept. Surafang crushes the letter inside his palm. Welcome to the Horde, Elf. Thank you. Terrifyingly huge orc. Look at him, he's bigger than a Tauren. Oof. Speaking of which, there's a high mountain Tauren over there, with big antlers. What else have we got going on here? Gotura Fourwinds. With the Earthen Ring. Hello. Preserving the Barrens. For years the Barrens have been the heart of the Horde presence in Kalimdor. Now, the Barrens, people who played vanilla Warcraft and Burning Crusade will have fond or not so fond memories of the Barrens. So back when you couldn't get riding until level 40, the Barrens was one massive zone that had a lot of bring and fetch quests that you just had to run between. There was no other way to do it because you couldn't ride a mount at that lower level. It was also part of the sort of the early starting level for orcs or control players, and Taurens as well, actually. And it was mind-numbing. And a phenomenon developed which became known as Barrens Chat, which was basically the World of Warcraft in-game equivalent of sort of 4chan and Reddit and sort of general just shit posting. And at one point, actually, I believe there was a t-shirt company selling official Warcraft t-shirts that bore the logo "I survived Barrens chat," which was very apt because it was absolutely awful. They have now split the Barrens into 2 zones and made it much more interesting and easy to get around in, so that's always a good thing. Anyway, for years the Barrens have been the heart of the Horde presence on Kalimdor, a vital link between the Orcs of Durotar and the Tauran settlements in Mulgore. In the chaos of the Cataclysm, floods, earthquakes, and even a Quillbore invasion threaten to separate us from this vital grassland. You look ready for a challenge. Report to Cargill Battlescar at Farwatch Post and ensure the route to the Barrens remains clear. Head west from nearby Razor Hill and cross the South Fury River to find him. Okay, so that's somewhere else we could go. So let's take a look at what our Adventures Guide says. So we could drive the Night Elves from Ashenvale. The Horde forces in Stone Talon Mountains need your help to drive back the Alliance. Or join the Forsaken War Machine as it marches on Hillsbrad foothills. Or some random stuff. I don't know. So these, if we select one of these quests, it will send us off on a War Chief's command quest, and we can go to these areas and start doing things straight away. Let's take a quick look at the map. There we go, preserving the Barrens there. You know what, I reckon we're going to take this quest and we're going to go to the Barrens and see what it looks like now it's not one massive hellscape. I love her hat. That is awesome. But first we're going to hand in Even Thieves Get Hungry. Now the Allegiance to the Horde quest, I could go back and hand that in and come back out again, but I think we will leave that for now. We're just going to untrack it. We will be going back to Silvermoon at some point, for definite, so we're not in any real hurry to do that. And there are other quests around, as you can see, but I'm not going to get too sidetracked. I think it can be more fun if we just get straight on with doing some stuff. Were you able to recover the rations? I was indeed. Nice work, Marudeva. I will see these rations and return to the troops immediately, and they will eat them. Yay, we got a cooking award. So, crate of tasty meat or important supplies. These are things that you can buy, and the more of these dailies you do, you can buy some more recipes and stuff as well. Now let's see. There aren't any recipes that he'll teach us yet, but if you look at our cooking skills, things like spiced wolf meat, charred wolf meat, and roasted boar meat, we may actually have a chance of getting, because I think some of these creatures are actually around in the Barrens and the areas that we're going to go through. So, we are going to head out to the Barrens. Actually, just before we go, how are we doing with our tailoring? Ooh, a linen bag. That's only a 6-slot bag. Oh yeah, we made one the last time, didn't we? I wonder if it's worth just popping down here to the tailor and see if there are any more recipes we can learn or how far off we are. Because if we could pop that up a bit and maybe get another bag with a few more slots in, that would actually be quite useful. There is in fact a bag vendor there, but that will cost money. So, hello tailoring trainer. Zug Zug. So no. We're still a little way off getting these Cataclysm ones. Ah, here we go. So let's filter these. So there's nothing available at the moment. And how far off we I'm getting some of these? We've got a little way to go. Not too far off though. Then we've got a barbaric linen vest. I reckon it might be worth us buying some thread and just seeing if we can buy the next round of stuff.
Strength.
And let's make a few more bolts of linen cloth. And the real reason for this is just so that we can pick up the recipes and then make stuff as we get more stuff out in the wild. I'm not even going to bother trying to sell the linen bags on the auction house. I'm pretty certain that people aren't going to buy them. Let's create all three of those. And I'm just going to buy some more thread.
Go forth to victory.
And now, with any luck, I might be able to buy some more. So here we go. So we can get a green shirt. A barbaric linen vest. And some hand-stitched linen braces. What do we need for those? Oh, that was the wrong thing. So we need some light leather for that. And more linen cloth and some fine thread. Some green dye. Where's that shirt? Green linen shirt. So we need some green dye, 3 bolts of cloth, and some fine thread. Now let's do that just while we're here. Green dye, some fine thread,
Be safe.
and some bolts of linen cloth. And actually, I wonder if it's worth making a couple more of those.
Never dull.
Oh, what did I miss? Oh. Bolt of linen cloth. We'll just pop these on the auction house before we leave, because it'll probably be a while before we come back into a main town again. Incidentally, if you've just joined us, welcome to Guide of Misguidance Gaming. We are levelling up a mage in World of Warcraft, and we're just doing some quick crafting before we head out to preserve the Barrens. So one of these we're going to put on. And now we've collected that appearance. See here. You can see here all the other shirts that my other characters have collected. So we're going to ditch that red one that we made. Actually, I might disenchant it if I can, because that's soulbound, so oh, it can't be disenchanted, never mind. And then these two we're going to try and sell on the auction house. Now, of course, the auction house we've been to before was in Silvermoon, which is relatively quiet. Wow, that is a nice bike. Which one's that? Warlord's Death Wheel. I don't know where you get that one from. It might have been one of the special limited edition ones. But that is very cool. So yeah, we've only really been to Silvermoon before, which has been very, very quiet, and I am anticipating that the auction house here in Orgrimmar is going to be a little bit more busy. It usually is. And Orgrimmar is always a pretty busy town. Yep, here we go. And for reasons unknown, whenever I come here I always try and speak to Zephyr here for some reason. I like this corner. So, let's see whether this is going to net us any money. So it looks like $2.99 is the standard price. So we're going to undercut that a tiny bit, but not by much, to be honest. I'll just list both of those. And like I said, I don't think these are actually worth selling, so I can sell them for 2 silver anyway. Oh, people look like they think they might be able to get a gold for them at 99 silver. You know what, let's try our luck at 55. I don't think they're going to sell. I think most people that buy bags are going to buy bigger ones. If you just heard a funny squeaking noise, that is my cat who has just come in to see what's going on. Hang on, there we go. Sorry, got to pause to fuss the cat. It's very important. Here we go, he's a good boy. So yeah, with the cats, we went to a rescue centre, me and my partner, and saw these 2 really beautiful boys who were needing a home together. We don't know whether they're brothers or if they were just friends since kittenhood, but they went into the rescue together, so it was good that they got a home together. And they are lovely and sedate and friendly during the day, and the minute it gets dark, because cats are nocturnal, they kind of go nuts. So it's been interesting, put it that way. But we're very fond of them, and it's an adjustment period. We've only had them a couple of days. Although we have learned that they can't be trusted to be in the house, in the bedrooms while we're sleeping, because they do get up to shenanigans. Including at one point waking me up by smacking me in the face with a paw. Which was not really how I was expecting to be woken up at 2 AM. But that's okay, we've got toys for them to play with at night. And I think part of it as well is just because they are rescues. It must be a bit unnerving for them coming into a new home and then, you know, they want a bit of reassurance. It's all part of the joys of pet ownership. So we've ditched our stuff in the auction house. And now if we look at the map here, we're going to head here. So we're going to bypass Thunder Down Under and Razor Hill. We're going to come down, or this here, sorry, we're going to come down to Razor Hill and then cut through to there. You may have noticed I didn't pick up the flight path for Orgrimmar. I may regret that at a later date, not going to lie. Sod it, let's go and get that flight path. There are quests that will send you back to the flight path in Orgrimmar for free, but let's not risk it. Let's try and do things properly. Ooh, that's stuck in a wall. Now here's a question. I wonder if my dragon form can fit in the lifts here. There's a big fancy dragon up there. Lunelia the Crazy Cat Lady. That is an awesome title. So hello Lunelia, nice to see you. You like your title. Right. One of the reasons why I tend to skip the Flight Master here is usually by the time I'm coming in and out of Orgrimmar regularly, I've got a flying mount, and I would rather fly than use the flight path, so... Who's this? Failven. I'm pretty sure there's somebody else in here with us, or maybe he's waiting for the next one. That would make sense. I wouldn't get in a lift with a dragon. I mean, the weight limits alone would be frightening, so... Let's hobble over here. There's somebody on a nice Undercity bat. Zolgar. Hello, Zolgar. Right, so that's the flight path location. And now we're going to go back down here. We're not going to jump, though, because that fall will kill us. And we're going to head out. Oh, who's that? That is Muxie. And she's a goblin in a goblin trike. I do like the goblin trikes, to be honest. I used one in the Blood Elf for a while, my hunter. Right, so off we go. I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm actually using the auto run feature, so all I have to do is steer. Because it's going to be quite a walk. It shouldn't take us too long to do. And we could stop and pick up a load of quests, but we would get horribly sidetracked. Who's that down there? That's just a Darkspear Shaman. Excellent. So we're going to follow this road. And this is what Orgrimmar looks like from the outside. They basically built it into a gorge to keep themselves safe, which actually is pretty clever. And welcome to Durotar, which is sort of red sandstone volcanic landscape, really. I recently started leveling up another hunter who's an orc, because I haven't played an orc before, and this is a large part of their starting area around here. It's quite nice. I mean, my biggest complaint about this area as a long-term Warcraft player, to be perfectly honest, it's brilliant when you're on foot. It's really atmospheric, it's got ups and downs, it's got different levels, cut-throughs, all the rest of it. But when they brought in flying in the basic zones with Cataclysm, you really start to see the limitations on a lot of these zones, and Durotar in particular is one that I feel suffers for allowing flying into it, because it's very, very flat. There's some like peaky mountains all around it in the distance, and then it is just big and flat and red, and when you fly over it, it doesn't look as good as you would like it to look, to be honest. Let's pick up the flight path here in case we need it, and then we want to head that way, which I think is going to take us through the Floodlands. So there's lots of quests here. I've actually just done some of them with my orc. They're quite good fun, but we are not stopping. We have been commanded to go and preserve the Barrens, and by golly, that is what we're going to do. And you can see here the effects of the Cataclysm. Now that's interesting. So apparently the sandstone drake can't swim in shallow water, and instead is going to flap his way across it like he thinks he's drowning. Well, that's unique. Now this is actually the swimming animation for drakes, but but when they're not fully submerged, it looks a little bit silly, if I'm perfectly honest. Ooh, boar. You know what, let's get some boar meat for our cooking. Got to be a bit careful, these are level 20 boar, and they might actually... Oh, come on. Might actually put up a proper fight. Well, it'll give me a chance to remember how to play this character, so... What's that? Counterspell. Counters enemy spellcast. Oh, that's actually quite useful. Let's pop that up there. So if we run across other spellcasters, we should be able to interrupt them and prevent them from casting more spells. Well, I don't know why I keep clicking on Flame Strike, that's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, if we just murder our way through the wildlife here, we should be able to do some cooking. Haha, got it just before it charged. You do need to be a little bit careful, there are scorpids here, who I believe can poison you, if I remember rightly. There we go. They're not dropping a huge amount of boar meat, but every little bit helps. Which I think might be the Tesco's slogan, every little helps. But you know what, it doesn't hurt to do this, so... Oh, that was the wrong one. You know what, I'm just going to move Flame Strike over one so that I stop thinking it's part of my normal rotation. What's that? Dreadmore Tooth Gnasher. Don't like the sound of that, so let's try and go round there. But all this used to be dry before Cataclysm basically flooded everything. So this greenery, brittle and brown as it is actually a relatively new addition to the zone. How much boar meat have we got? We've got 2 bits of boar meat and we've murdered like a dozen boars. And that one's a different colour. Let's see if we get any luckier with that. So I'll try and get across here without angering the crocodiles. Fun thing for anybody that plays Elder Scrolls Online, the crocodiles in that, no, that was even worse, the crocodiles in that actually have a camouflage ability, and sometimes you don't see them until they're literally on top of you, which is good fun. Warcraft crocodiles apparently aren't quite so sneaky. Right. Find a safe path through here. There's a scorpion there, let's get him before he gets us. So I'm sure a lot of people watching this are going to think that I'm being overly cautious and a bit silly by weaving through here, and think that I should just be able to stomp my way through. Ooh, Death Flare, he's a rare. Please don't murder me horribly, Death Flare. Oh. And the truth is, I probably am being a bit overcautious. But this is how I played as a low-level character, and how I play generally, actually. And oh, that's mail, we can't use that, but we can disenchant it. And yeah, I would always rather be cautious and have fun in a game than be daring and spend all my time dying, because frankly I will spend enough time dying as it is. I've got a comment here in chat saying I should make a mage, as in they should make a mage. I've obviously already made one, and yes, you should. Mages are fun. Mages are a bit glass cannony, but there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to be more sensible than I am. Which probably isn't going to be hard, because I'm not very sensible at all when it comes to this game. And here we are, we have made it. So if you look at the map, we've come way down here, hit Razor Hill, and straight along as planned. So welcome to the Northern Barrens. So if we look on the map here, the Northern Barrens and the Southern Barrens used to be one massive zone. And Cargill Battlescar, this is who we need to speak to. Zug Zug, my friend. A fresh recruit from Ogrimmar, is it? Cargill sizes you up. I'll take what I can get. Keeping the roads open has been a nightmare. So, in defence of Farwatch. Hello, there is a gnome warlock here. Tacky the Fabulous. That's actually a brilliant name. In defence of Farwatch, all the Quillboars are our enemies, Marudeva. Some just prove to be more of a nuisance than others. The Razormane tribe has been attacking our supply caravans that roll through here from Ogrimmar. I have scouts seeking the leader of these raids, but until then, any losses you can inflict on the filthy pigmen would aid us. Cargill, I don't think you should throw around appearance-based insults. You know, just a thing, but you're not exactly a looker yourself. You are certainly no blood elf. Blood elves are fabulous. Start just south of here, where they've been raiding our camps near the river. Seek them out and slay them. So you need to No, we're not going to eat them. You need to kill 8 Razormane plunderers and 3 Razormane hunters. We can do that. And Helga Bloodeye has got a quest for us as well. Planestrider Menace. Are you familiar with Planestriders? Useless animals. Can't fly. Gamey. Brain the size of my knuckle. Too dim to get out of the way of a moving cart. I've broken more axles thanks to their thick skulls. Sometimes I think the Quillboar intentionally frighten flocks of them into the path of our caravans just prior to an ambush. Make me proud, Mage. Cut a swathe through those filthy birds to keep the roads free, and bring me their beaks as proof. So, I've got to admit I feel a bit sorry for the Planestriders, because they're not particularly intelligent creatures. You can get a couple of them as mounts. They're basically just ugly versions of the chickens that the Blood Elves ride around on. However, as you can probably tell, other player characters have been through here recently, because there is not a Planestrider to be seen. So let's go kill some Quillboar and give them a chance to respawn. Now, of course, if you do see one and I miss it, feel free to yell at me in chat. Click on that. Yes, we are heading the right way. Ah, and I think it might be our friend Tacky who has wiped them all out. Wave at him. I don't know why I've got caps lock on. I'm going to switch that off. There's a cheetah there, which I'm not going to bother if I can help it, to be honest. I'm sure we'll get a... Ah, there's a Planestrider. I'm sure we'll get a quest to go and murder a load of those at some point, but until then, let's leave them in peace. So yeah, that was an interesting thing. It ran towards me to attack me and then ran away in fear straight away, so that gives you an idea of how intelligent they are. Hello, Dorak. Come back here, I wanna talk to you. That's the peon voice he's got there. Help me, Mage. Piggy men, come burn stables. Fire! Fire! Dorak wails incoherently before you can settle him down. Wolves still chained inside. Someone got to save the wee wolves. Oh, yeah, no. Screw killing stuff. Let's save the wolves. And there's a Quillboar who's responsible for this nonsense. How dare they? Come back here, you git. Thank you. Ugh, Quillboars. Who'd set fire to a stable with the poor dog still inside? There we go. Poor doggies. One thing I do wonder is there was an infamous Barrens quest line that involved finding the body of the wife of somebody called Mancrek. And I do wonder whether that still exists, or whether they've gotten rid of that because it was such a joke quest by the end of the Barrens. I'd explain why, but I'm trying to make this this channel relatively friendly for younger viewers. I know I've messed up a couple of times with swearing and the like, but if you want to find out more about that, Google Mancrek's wife. I will not be responsible for anything that you find when you do so. You can see kind of the border there in the distance between the two zones, where suddenly all this lovely green area becomes just this red wasteland. Just something, to be honest, it's not easy when you make an MMO, I'm sure, to come up with realistic borders and stuff like that, so can't really blame them for it. I think they've done pretty well. Oh, this wolf does not want to die. Apparently, wolves are flame retardant. I didn't know that. Luckily, we only have to kill 3 hunters, so should be able to do that relatively easily. I know I'm letting that guy run away. He will come back, and I would rather deal with the thing that's trying to bite my face off. There we go. Just like that. Ooh, there's another plain strider. But this is another one of those weird quests where we have to kill a certain number of creatures and bring back body parts. And the last one we killed apparently didn't have a beak. So I don't know what kind of strange mutant plain strider that was, but... Right, let's see if we can find another hunter. Are you a hunter? No. No. If we can get 3 hunters, we can just lightly take out a couple more. There's a hunter. As we walk back, and we should be good. Now, what I'm going to try and do is sheep his companion, which will make the wolf non-dangerous until now. Now that worked quite well. I might have to try and do that again in the future. Right. So now we need to kill 2 more Razormane Plunderers, and quite a few more plane striders. That's a hunter, let's try and skip that one. What's the chance I'm not going to be able to find another plunderer around here? Yep, they've all disappeared. Of course they have. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well let's take on the hunter and his little friend. Maybe some will respawn while we do this. Oh, I love that. He didn't even notice that I've turned his pet into a sheep. What a muppet. There we go. There's a plunderer. Excellent. There's our friend who's running around like a headless chicken over there. Perfect. Let's see if we can stop him running about like a loon. Come here, Dorak. You saved the wolves! So brave! Someday maybe you get a wolf just like that one to ride. Dorak looks at the burning stables, then at the nearby river. What should I do now? Oh dear, Dorak. Let's leave him to his shenanigans. Not the smartest orc in the horde. And let's see if we can find some plane striders. You know what? Let's dragon it up a bit. Whee! Now this is something I remember very much from the Barrens when I played here originally, pre-Cataclysm. Everything is incredibly spread out. So sometimes killing mobs, they're not as closely packed as they are in other areas because it's such a big zone. Which means you spend a lot of time running around, which when you add in the fact that the Barrens used to be huge and you couldn't ride in it, you can see why it became so infamous for should we say bad behaviour, because honestly I think people were just bored, and I'm actually very pleased that Blizzard took that into account and changed it. So we're not doing too badly here. Most of these plane striders seem to have beaks, which is a good thing. If nothing else, I'm pretty sure they need the beaks to live. Oh, that one didn't, never mind. What's that over there? It's a zebra. We only need 4 more beaks now. I would still love it if there was a way to breathe fire when you were in dragon form. That would just be amazing. But then I suspect there'd be a lot of people, myself included, who would never change back into elf form. So that's probably as good a reason as any for them not to put that in. Sure, I saw another one over here, but it looks like somebody got to them before me. And in fact, there is a player over there. Gotrag the Gullible. Another very awesome name. I approve. Oh, can I get a hit in on that before it dies? Yay! Who's this? Melfoy. Hello. Who is also a mage. And he, I believe, is an ice mage. So there we go. As long as I get the tags in on this, it doesn't really matter if I don't do too much damage. There's another one down there. There we go. So it looks like they've completed theirs, so I'm just going to take a quick look over here and see if there are any more. And if not, we'll have to run back and see if we can find some further down again. Now these areas on the map are a rough guide, so this one over here you can see is very clearly outside of the map area, but it should still count, so... Right, one more beak. Hello, Mr. Plainstrider up there on the hill. Do you have a beak that I can rip out for reasons? He did not. Never mind. Let's see. Relatively good vantage point from up here. Nope, looks like we're going to have to run back and find some others. Whee! That was a funny noise. Perfect. Right, let's hop back then and hand these in. I'm a bit worried that there's a load of vultures flying around. I feel like they're waiting for something. Use that there, that's tacky again, I think. Right, speak to Halga. Have you collected the Plainstrider beaks? Very good, Marudeva. That's one less thing to worry about on the road. There we go, we're doing well here. You have done well, Marudeva. Those insolent quillboars will finally learn the might of the Horde is not to be ignored. That's fair. So, the Farwatch offensive. Pigmen running amok right on the border of Durotar? Not on my watch. It is, as they say, Marudeva, the best defence is crushing all those who oppose you. That's a fair point, actually. One of my scouts followed the Quillboar after the last caravan raid, so we know where to strike. Kreenig Snarlsnout is the mastermind behind the attacks along the river. Crush him, Mage. Defeat him and disembowel his forces. Literally? Okay. So the attacks on the camp cease. Search for a Quillboar-infested cavern along the river, just south of our stables. And then we're going to get the Thornweaver leggings, which are better than what we're wearing, so yeah, let's go do that. Oh, and Halga's got another quest for us. Whatever has happened in southern Barrens is causing some of the Quillboar tribes to flee our direction. The displaced Razormane in particular grow desperate, and their attacks grow bolder. I've lost 2 caravans this week alone. Our warriors at the crossroads desperately need those supplies, and I'm not about to let the Quillboar grow fat off their misdeeds. Find the missing supply crates and bring them to me. I'd search the Quillboar hovels south of here along the river. So that's good, that's 2 quests that should lead us in the same direction. Take a quick look at our map. Yep, so we're heading down here. This quest here is a pet trainer, so we won't be doing that. I'm not very good at pet battles, and honestly, I'm likely to die often enough without throwing in that humiliation as well, so... let's head down this way. I'm just going to have a quick drink while we march along. And there's our friend Malfoy. Ooh. Hello. Didn't see you there, Mr. Crocodile. Well, unexpected interval here to murder a crocodile. She didn't even have the decency to give us anything useful. I'm going to try and weave my way through here a little bit. And then we will cut through and start attacking them. Hello. Oh, that's something I should probably do, is make myself some cookies. Because, you know me, we're definitely going to need the health. And of course I do mean make in-game cookies. If I could make cookies in real life, I would be the size of a house. But you know what, at least I'd be happy and full of cookies, so... Right. How am I meant to get up there? Am I meant to go through where those massive vines are, I wonder? Well, they were shot. Let's take a look. Yeah, I've got a comment in chat that just says Cookie Monster, and yes, I would be. I love cookies. But to be fair, who doesn't? Please don't spam me with a huge amount of messages telling me that cookies suck, because I just won't believe you. Yeah, so the sheep trick definitely works well on these hunters. Ooh, we've got a snapvine watermelon. Delicious. Ah, yeah, this is the way in. Excellent. Right, before we head in there, let's have a watermelon. It doesn't restore a huge amount of health, to be honest, but should be enough. We can always eat both of them if we have to. And then I'll head on in and see what's going on. And yes, hello if you've just joined us. Welcome to Guide of Misguidance Gaming, where we are levelling up a mage in World of Warcraft. Now, just in case you're wondering, the plan at the moment is that the next live stream will be on Monday. There's a small chance I'll do one over the weekend, but at the moment things are a bit up in the air and I'm not honestly that sure, so... Ooh, hello. Didn't see you there. There we go. This is where we have to start being careful, because obviously going into confined spaces with my track record of crowd control, which is of course rubbish, if there's going to be death, death is going to happen in here, I'm sure of it. Particularly if other people have been through here recently. I've got a horrible feeling we might end up with some respawn issues going on. Oh, yep, there we go. Right, let's silence him. Let's see if we can sheep him. And then fire you. Oh, goodness. Already down to under half health. Oh, that's good, he's running away now. I'm just going to run over here before I unsheep that guy, because when he changes back, he is going to come after us, but I want to see if I can pick this up before he does, and then get the drop on him, so he's going to have to run a fair distance to get to us. And that worked quite well. Oof, but now we're going to eat a cookie before we do anything else. Oh, excellent, Malfoy's here. It should make things a little bit easier. And I think what we're going to do now, if we can, is we're going to try and keep pace with Malfoy and see if we can't help each other out a bit.
I can't loot that right now.
Right, so I'm guessing the guy we want to find is... he's not over there, so I guess he's down below us. I'm not too worried about the crates now. The crates are going to be easier to get than the end boss, to be honest. Yeah, there he is. He's over there. There we go. Excellent. He's going to take that one. That's fine. Then we just need a couple more supply crates and we can get out of here. And of course you can't use mounts in enclosed areas like this. I'm not 100% sure why. I don't think a horse would particularly care about being in a cave, but you can't. So we've got to trek around on foot for a little bit, but that's fine. I don't know if they've actually, ooh, level 23, yay. I don't know if they've done a graphics upgrade on the quillballs here, but they're looking pretty good to me. So that's that done. Let's try and get out of here before everything respawns. We nearly got out of here before everything respawned, but that's okay. One of these is not too much of a challenge by itself. It's when they appear in gangs that I get worried.
I don't have a target.
Nice. Oh, I was hoping we'd get by that guy, but he saw us. There we go. Right, now we're back outside. We can speed things up a little bit. Let's see if we can just trot on back. Not too far away, to be honest. We should be okay. There's poor Dorak still running around madly. He's got Trag the Gullible. Let's have a chat with Cargill. Cut off the head of their leader and chaos ensues, Marudeva. Learn this lesson well, it will aid you in the future. Well done, Marudeva. Without Kreenig to orchestrate the raids, my grunts should be able to keep Farwatch secure. Your people should be proud to count you among them. Excellent. Give me my trousers. Right, let's pop them on. Oh, those are some very nice, just plain white trousers, actually. I like them. And over here to Helga. How goes your search for the supplies, Marudeva? I trust the Quillbore fall under your strength easily. Yeah, fairly easily. Haha, thank you, Marudeva. This will help us greatly. I'll get these supplies packed up and on their way to the crossroads immediately. So that's good. Crossroads caravan pickup. Helga grins disarmingly, holding up an enormous firearm. Have you ever used one of these, Marudeva? It's a beast. Hell with a hand grip. Too heavy to use on foot, but perfect when riding at the head of a caravan. I call it my street sweeper. We need to get those supplies you've collected to the crossroads, and I expect trouble. I'd like for you to ride shotgun, literally. Say the word when you're ready, and I'll put you at the head of our next caravan. So I think our friend over there has just picked up that quest, and we've seen him running off in the distance. Yeah, let's get on with that. So that belt's exactly the same as the one we're wearing. Right, so let's come out of dragon form. Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Oh, I see. Defend the caravan Kodo. From what? So I've got a power here. Reduce your target to pulp. Oh. Yeah, let's... Okay, I see what we're doing now. It's poor Kodo. Yeah, calm down. Keep your new trousers on. Quillbore are actually quite grotesque. There are people that are calling to have them as an allied race. But they're pretty impressive with how generally unattractive they are. This is quite good fun. This is one of the Cataclysm era mini-games that they put in, which I have to say I'm quite fond of. I was watching a friend play the other day, and they've done all kinds of things. There's a version of Plants vs Zombies you can play in one of the zones as well, which is great fun. So there we go, that went pretty well. Excellent work, I'll unload the goods. You should check in with Cranel Fiss. That's an interesting name. And here is Cranel Fiss.
Speak, friend.
Mokra, stranger. Are you here from Farwatch? I am. You're a sight, Blood Elf. That's the first caravan to make it through this week. Why, what happened to the guy who left ahead of us?
For the Horde.
What's Togric got to say? Drag it out of them. It is our instinct to simply lash out at our attackers, but wisdom dictates another path. We should interrogate one of these Quillbore invaders and learn all we can. Take this net, Marudeva, and ensnare a Quillbore pillager attacking our farm just west of here. Club the beast unconscious and bring him to me. That sounds delightful. Right, we've got an innkeeper here, so I'm going to change our Hearthstone to here, so that we can come back quickly, because we're a long way from Silvermoon. I don't think we're going to be going back there anytime soon. And let's clear out our bags a little bit. I'm going to sell that. Elixir of Giant Growth. We're going to keep that. We might be able to sell it on the auction house. Oh, no. I want the chunk of boar meat. Sorry. And I want the strider meat as well. What's that? Savoury Deviate Delight. We'll keep that. If we ever get high enough cooking, we'll be able to learn it. We're going to sell the coarse thread for now as well. That we can disenchant. Cookies. That we can disenchant. Wait, I got 2 of those elixirs of giant growth. I have. Okay. Keep both of them for now. Quickly disenchant these. Actually, let's take a quick look at our enchanting. Minor health. That's on bracers. That's on chest armor. What have we actually got at the moment? We've got that. Yeah, we've not got anything more interesting we can do at the moment. So we'll leave that for now. And let's check our cooking. So we can actually make some roasted boar meat. Let's do that. Finally make a tiny bit of headway with cooking. Not a lot, but a bit. And there's a quest over here. Oh, it's Mancrick! I think he's going to ask us to go and find his wife. Oh, God's help us. Hello, Mancrick.
What do you need?
They murdered my wife. They burned my homestead. Since that awful night I've travelled these lands, from sun's rising till its decline, scouring the horizon for more of these monsters. I've killed every pig man I've come across since, but my thirst for blood is far from quenched. You, Mage, you could help me. Kill them, kill as many as you can. Bring me their tusks and we will celebrate their deaths together. So, he wants us to basically murder Quillbore. Which, fine. And, oh, that's a nice shirt that goes with those fancy white trousers. So, yeah, let's do that. And what have we got over here? Rocco Whipshank. Crossroads Caravan Delivery. Rocco hands you a familiar looking shotgun. I took the liberty of cleaning up Helga's artillery for you. I'm sure I don't need to warn you about the kickback. Just ask me when you're ready to mount up for the crossroads. Thork is waiting for you there. Be sure not to give him any lip. Don't stop for nothing, Marudeva, and if someone gets too close, just give him a thump with the butt end of your gun. Do us proud. So we're going to pick that up, but we're going to do the other quests that are around here before we head off for the crossroads. So we'll keep that in our inventory for now. Hello. Una Wolfclaw.
Speak, friend.
That was a very big hand gesture for a very friendly greeting. The Groldom Militia. They came out of nowhere, Mage. Quillbore from horizon to horizon, spines and snouts and teeth. We fell back to the farm, but they keep on coming. Our best defenders have fallen in the field, and we've got no sign of Farmer Ralton. I need you to go on the offensive for me. Hold these swine at bay while I defend the wounded until help arrives. Yeah, okay, just kill more Quillbore, really. So we need to get one prisoner and then just murder a ton of others. And we can manage that. He says, finding no Quillbore anywhere. Oh, hello, there's one. Right. Yep. Clonk him in the head. Nice. Whoa! Run away! Don't mind me, I'm just taking my quillbore for a walk. What on earth? That is amazing. Right, well let's deliver him back here. I think that's what we've got to do. Was it over here? Could have sworn it was up here somewhere. Yeah, it was Togric, wasn't it? There we go. Don't be too harsh with our captive. He will still need his head attached to answer our questions. He might have his head attached here, but I've just rubbed his face off along the ground, so... Oh my. We want to question this quillbore, not tenderise him. You told me to knock him out and drag him back here. By hook or by crook. I suppose he'll come around with some cold water to the face. Does he have a face left? What do you think he'll tell us? I'll secure him inside our livestock pen behind me here. I don't think he'll stay conscious long. Find out what you can about why the quillbore are attacking our farms. I'll leave the interrogation methods up to your better judgment. Set fire to him? Is that interrogation? I'm glad they've got him on a chain, because otherwise this is really not a very secure pen, is it? Right. Hello. What now, Blood Elf? Do your worst. Who sent you? Not scared of you. Let's tickle him, because why not? No, stop! Battlemaster Tortusk never prepared us for this. You know what? I think this is a lady quillbore. And I'm not sure I've ever seen a lady quillbore before. I'm pretty sure when I last did the Barrens, they were all dudes. She's got a lovely fringe. She looks like she'd be at home in like The Only Way is Essex or something. Ooh. There we go. By hook or by crook. Very interesting. Our brute here seems both enthralled and terrified of the one they call Tortusk. A powerful leader can inspire his people to acts of greatness or atrocity, but we orcs would know that more than others. We should turn our attention to this Tortusk problem. So I think what she's referring to there is the fact that the orcs originally invaded this world from Outlands under the leadership of Gul'dan, who was a very terrifying and charismatic leader. Right, the Tortusk takedown. In the wake of the chaos down south, this Tortusk brute seems to have rallied all the Razormane refugees to his banner. Under his leadership, he's turned them into little more than brigands. There's no negotiating with his type. Tortusk must be destroyed. If our prisoner is to be believed, you'll find Tortusk southeast of here at a place called Thorn Hill. Search the bluffs where he has a commanding view of the road. Kill him, Marudeva, and the immediate threat should cease.
Farewell.
Yes, ma'am. And Cranel Fiss has got another quest for us. Groldom's missing Kodo. Friend, if you are travelling south to Thorn Hill, I was wondering if you could locate one of our missing Kodos. Not every caravan has made it up the pass from Farwatch Post. Those Razormane brutes hijacked a pack animal yesterday morning. It may not still be alive, but if it is, we cannot afford to lose more of our livestock. Yes, I will rescue your poor Kodo. So... that's the crossroads. You know what, let's just head straight for the Tortusk problem and pick up the pillagers and the tusks along the way. That poor kid there is just running around being chased by bees.
to target something first.
I was targeting something. Excellent. That's one pillager. There's another one. I wonder if all the pillagers are girls, or if this is just the luck of the random spawn. They do appear to be all girls.
I need a target.
So we're off to a good start. I think if I just loiter around here, yeah, they are just going to keep spawning. So that's good. This looks like it should be a relatively easy quest. We need one more. Oh, and here comes two. Lovely. Right, I'm just going to hand this in on the off chance that he's going to give me a follow-up quest. Because if he does, hopefully it'll take us to the same place. I love this wiggle butt animation that the Sandstone Drake has got. Hello.
Strength and honor.
I see you've left a string of corpses in your wake, Blood Elf. I couldn't have done better. The livestock may be lost, but the land remains ours. Thank you.
Be safe.
Oh, okay, no follow-up quest. Never mind. Let's just go murder a ton more of them and their leader. Let me just take a quick look at my messages here. I always like to keep on top of things like that. And again, just in case you've joined recently, this is Guide of Misguidance Gaming, and we are levelling up a Mage in World of Warcraft. There is a chance that my doorbell might ring at some point, and I have to go and take a delivery, so I apologise if that happens while the stream is going. I'm going to be live streaming for about another hour. Most of which I suspect is going to be spent setting fire to quillboars. Which I think you will agree is a fairly decent thing to set fire to. And looks like the missing Kodo is over there. Poor beast. Again, this all seems to be quite straightforward, but as we know from past live streams, it only takes 2 or 3 monsters to mob me at once, and I will go down like cut corn, so...
Too far away. I need to target something first.
Ooh, he angered his friend there. Just going to loot them. Scope out where that guy's walking. Also, who's that?
I need a target.
Well, let's target him then. Clear this out so I can read the Kodo text without being jumped. Here we go. This poor battered Kodo looks to be on the verge of death, but it's still breathing. The Razormane haven't even plundered its cargo yet. If it can be revived, you may be able to save the entire shipment. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to kill this dude. Oh, he's got a wolf with him. Crap. I didn't see that. And now, for some reason, I can't target the wolf because the Kodo's in the way. Ugh. Oh well. I should live. So, Kodos are resilient creatures. There's some food. The big guy may come around. The Razormane have stolen plenty of grain from previous caravans. You can gather up stolen grain from nearby camps. Right, let's do that then. See if we can save the Kodo. And here, in fact, is some grain.
I need to target something first.
There we go. We're getting a decent number of tusks out of this as well. Of course, we do still have to find their leader. So I wonder if it's worth heading in that general direction and picking up the grain on the way, and then picking up the Kodo on the way back. It'll let us do that. It should do. And we've just picked up some beaded breeches of the Fire Flash, whatever they are. I doubt they'll be better than my nice white trousers, though.
I don't have a target.
Ah, and there's Tortusk. So I think what I'm going to do here is clear out some of his friends before I try and jump on him, so that they can't all gang up on me. Because otherwise, I suspect what will happen is I will get beaten into a pulp.
I need to target something first.
He's riding a raptor, which is actually quite clever for a Quillball. Right, so cleared out them. Let's take on, see if we can do this. Oh no, 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 no. Let's take on the hunter first. Oh, my sheep didn't work. Oh, brilliant. Yep, here we go. I'm gonna die. Try and get some distance between us. Oh my goodness. You're doing so well as well. Right, how much longer have I got on him? Not long, right. If I can kill him, I can get some food down me and hopefully survive.
I need a target.
Ah! Quick, eat a cookie! That was a bit nerve-wracking. But we survived. The trick now will be getting back over there and actually killing this guy before they all respawn again. That was pretty good. That's probably the biggest mob that we've taken on so far. I think the raptor is actually fighting me as well, which is annoying. Yep, the raptor is fighting us as well. I unfortunately clicked on my whelpling there by mistake.
I don't have a target.
Oh, sorry, Fez. Also, who names their raptor Fez? Isn't that one of the kids from that 70s show?
I need to target something first.
Well, that guy died pretty quick. Right, let's steal all their corn. think I saw another one over here. I did. Excellent. I love how Razormane seem to build these almost nest-like buildings. Interesting architecture. Let's mosey on back over here and see if we can rescue that Kodo. Right, let's have a crack at that one over there. And again, this is just clearing out the people standing around so that we can read the text. Like that guy, who I think is the guy that spawned and attacked me last time I was trying to do this. And yeah, let's not waste a free blast, let's kill her as well. Oh wow. And let's kill that one as well. Why not, eh? Well, we were making good progress towards the next level. Obviously, having been logged out for so long in a sanctuary, we've got quite a bit of double XP, which always helps. There we go. The creature doesn't lift its head, but looks at you imploringly with large, watery eyes. Here you go, buddy. The Kodo is voracious. You might as well be pouring those sacks of grain into a hole. Already the animal is beginning to perk up. The Kodo's return. Nom 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 nom. The great beast rises slowly to its feet, the loose barren soil slipping from its revitalized limbs. Instinctively it trudges back towards its home in Gromdol Farm. You'll want to check in with Cranel Fist to make sure the Kodo made it. Off you go, buddy. And you know what? I'm going to follow it. I suspect it's just going to... yeah, there we go. It's just going to fade out. Run away! No, don't you fireball me. Fireball's my trick. Hee hee, you can't catch me. I'm a dragon. Boing. Sorry. I'll start being a tiny bit more serious. Super serious, this game. So very serious. And let's see. Yeah, let's go and talk to Mankrek. Hello, Mankrek. The Quillbore will pay for this, Marudeva, I swear it. Mage, you take my task seriously, and for that I thank you. Although my desire for revenge remains, I can at least smile, seeing that Quillbores have felt pain themselves. Maybe he's not going to send us to find his wife. Maybe they have actually taken that quest out. Right, let's head round here. And talk to Cranel. So that was your handiwork, Blood Elf. Yes, the missing Kodo arrived just minutes ago. It will take many nights to nurse the poor beast's wounds, but thanks to you it's alive, and you saved a whole shipment. Please, take your pick of the gear the Kodo was carrying. I think I'll take these, because it's the only thing that you're offering. And that's good. We've done Farwatch and Gromdol.
What can I do for you?
Ah, so Torrisk behaved as I expected, went right for your throat? It is good that he's dead. The Razormane Quillbore have been separated from their leadership in the southern Barrens, no doubt allowing an animal like him to come to power. Perhaps without his influence we can start a dialogue with the survivors, although hotter heads may prevail. She's optimistic. I like that.
For the Horde.
So we are now level 24. We're doing very well here. Right, let's see what we can upgrade our gear with. So new bracers. They're not quite as good, so we're going to equip them for the appearance and then put our white ones back on again. That's better. Oh, of course it's better. It's leather and I can't use it. And that's better, so we'll pop that on. That's not as good. Let's just disenchant all this green stuff. So pop that up there. So let's see what we look like at the moment. Yeah, well, that's quite a dashing outfit. Not sure the boots and gloves go, but or the cloak. And now actually we should be able to do some enchanting. So I pull up my character screen here. Minor dodge. I'm gonna stick with the health though. I like having more health because, as you guys know, I do get into trouble. Let's pop that on there. Scratch my ear quickly. Isn't that delightful? Right, so we're not doing too badly with enchanting. It's not great, but you know, could be a lot worse. What can we do with tailoring? I wonder if what we could actually do is if I managed to make a load of stuff, like a simple dress or a barbaric linen vest, if I managed to get some light leather from somewhere, or even just some green linen braces, if I make a ton of this stuff, whether I could enchant those and level up my enchanting at the same time and then just disenchant them all again. Might have to try that. What does she say? Who was it? It's Rocco. Right, let's find Rocco and head off to the Barrens. Here, Rocco. That's Mancrick. Where's Rocco gone? I just received a whisper from the troll that we met, who thought I'd abandoned this character because it'd been so long since I've played him. I'll just reply to him. I'm not going to have a long conversation with him. Bring it on, Rocco. There she is, mount up. Right, so this time we've got face smash as well. So, ride hard and show no mercy, if you say so. So I assume it'll be like last time, and we'll get attacked at some point. Ah, here we go. Burning blade? Why can't I target anything? Oh, am I going to have to target them manually? That's annoying.
I need to target something first.
Okay. If I have to target them manually, that's what I'll do. I quite enjoy stuff like this. It's a fun little change. Mixes it up a bit. Ooh. One of them was actually on my face there. That wasn't fun.
I don't have a target.
Excellent. Oh, bless him, he's offering for us to level up together, but I will decline that, I think. Purely just because, obviously, we're doing the live stream. And here we are at the crossroads, which I have many happy memories of large-scale PvP going on around here, actually. Excellent. The caravan is unprotected. I'm turning back. Really? Oh, thank goodness it actually ticked over. I was a bit worried that I got off too soon there. Oh dear. Right, well, let's tag our flight master here. And let's hand these quests in. Was that you I saw waving a gun around from the back of my last caravan? It was indeed Thork. It's about time we got some supplies through here. It's bad enough to be severed from Mulgore, but this city would fall apart if we lost trade with Orgrimmar. I wouldn't really call the crossroads a city. I'd call it like 3 mud huts and a tower. But, you know, I'm not an orc. So here we are in the crossroads. So if we look on our map, The crossroads is literally in the middle of the Northern Barrens, and it used to be sort of the main hub for a lot of the Barrens quests when it was all one zone. So a lot of what you do, you have to run out from the crossroads and then run back again. So they've taken some of the sting out of that now. So let's gather up some quests and see what needs doing. We'll probably live stream for sort of another 30 minutes or so, give or take, and we'll see how far we get in that. And I'm hoping we might get to level 25. That might be a bit optimistic, but we're doing well. Tonga Rune Totem. The times we live in are as fickle as the shifting winds, Mage. The ground itself quakes and cries out in anguish. We must remain resolute, or we ourselves will be engulfed by the turmoil. The Forgotten Pools. Have you felt the tremors, Mage? Something has cleaved this land in two, but we druids can sense other tremors as well. Life is stirring in lands once dry and lifeless. The oases around the crossroads are suddenly booming. I can sense a power leaking its way to the surface, but from where? Is it related to the disaster that shattered the Barrens? We must find the source. Travel to the Forgotten Pools, northwest of the crossroads. Search its waters for a source of power, then return here. I'm going to be a bit facetious here and suggest that if you know where the pools are and you're sending people there, they're not really forgotten. But there you go, that's just me. And Disciples of Naralex. Mage, the Barrens used to be one of the most beautiful places. Yeah, alright. Most beautiful places in all of Kalimdor. It teemed with life and promise. Now, as you can see, that is no longer true. It is a land of great torment and strife. The Disciples of Naralax seek to cleanse the Wailing Caverns and bring them back to their former beauty. Speak with Nalpak just inside of the Wailing Caverns to help. Okay, that sounds like a dungeon quest, so let's just pull up our quests. It is indeed. So we're going to untrack that, and when we do our eventual run of dungeons, we will probably do the Wailing Caverns as well. Actually, let's go over here first. Who's over here? Surgra Darkthorn. The land, the water, and the sky are all as one. It is your eyes that deceive you with such separations. The Earth Mother is all those things and more. Okay, she sounds like another druid. The Zevra. If you wish to serve my beloved horde, you'll have to prove your strength to me, pup. You can cut your teeth by hunting Zevra. There may not be the strongest of beasts in the Barrens, but stay clear of their kick or you'll regret it. Hunt the Zevra to the north and south and collect their hooves. Bring them to me and perhaps we'll send you against something tougher. Okay. Zevra are the zebra unicorn creatures that we've seen around. Hunting the Huntress. If you want to really demonstrate your bravery to me, let me send you after something that really bites. The Savannah Huntresses of the Barrens are as sly as they come. Tough, resourceful, quick, and deadly. They've been hassling our scouts. I may have been hassling the scouts as well, to be honest. They've been hassling our scouts recently around the outskirts of town, especially to the northeast. Be wary as you hunt them, Marudeva, or you may find yourself no longer the predator, but instead the prey. So that's good. That's more wildlife that we've got to annihilate. And let's head over here and see Apothecary Helbrim. And I'm just gonna Fungal spores. Oh, what could go wrong with fungal spores? Has he not played Last of Us? The oases of the Barrens hide a mystery. Life energy flows from their waters, invigorating the plants and beasts that drink it, invigorating and altering. There is a mushroom that grows near the Forgotten Pools to the northwest. Its spores hold properties that we, the apothecaries of Lordaeron, find useful. Bring me these spores, and you will earn our gratitude. And also some money, and I am doing this purely for the cash, Mr. Apothecary. So let's take a look at our map. So you've got Huntress Claws there, and then you've got to head over there to the Forgotten Pools. So let's aim for that one, and trot along and find ourselves some lionesses to aggravate. You can see our rested XP goes right up to the middle of this level, so that should bump up quite nicely. So the lionesses should be somewhere out here. Oh, and the zebra, I've forgotten about them. Yeah, let's twat some zebra. How dangerous can they be? Okay. Pretty tough, but not tough enough. And there's a huntress.
I need a target.
Oh, quick! Ah! She got it before we did. Never mind.
I need to target something first.
Right, let's see if there's anything within range. No, we're going to get there in time.
I'm out of range.
Boom! That worked quite well, didn't it? We're not getting many hooves though. I mean, you'd think I'd only have to kill one to get a decent number of hooves. These one-legged zebra running around, it's quite disturbing. There we go. Oh, that one had a hoof, that's good. Ooh, there we go. And that one did. I do quite like the fact that the lions and things do actually hunt and kill stuff. I mean, it's a nice little touch, it brings a little life into the world, but at the same time, if you're also hunting the thing that they're hunting, it is a touch annoying as well, so I'm going to be quicker off the mark. It's a high main, we don't need them, we just need the huntresses. There we go. Oop. I was expecting that last one to kill her, but it didn't. Right, so that's the lions done. So let's head on here and keep an eye out for Zevra. Ah, yes, Marudeva is still following me. I thought we'd lost her there for a minute. Whoop, there's a lion. Let's avoid her. There's a zebra. Come on, have the last claw that we need. Oh, never mind. That would have been nice and tidy. But when has life ever been that simple? There's a lot more buildings and stuff around here than I remember. When we did the pre-Cataclysm Barrens, when I did that on my hunter, there was really not a lot here at all. But what used to happen was people would gather in the Barrens, obviously there were a lot of people around, and the Alliance would come and hide out in these hills here. sort of around where the crossroads are, and they would send in somebody on PvP by themselves as bait to try and lure out all the people that were in the crossroads, and then they would come swarming over the mountainside, sort of these huge raid parties that they would build up, and just it would be pitched battle, and that was actually quite good fun, particularly if you weren't on PvP and you could just watch it all going down from the sidelines. So here are the Forgotten Pools. We need to collect some fungal spores, apparently. I like the wildlife soundtrack that we've got going on here. That's very atmospheric. Again, none of this was here. This is all... I think none of this was here. Anyway, this has all come up since the Cataclysm. These kind of tropical oases have sprung up. So if we're lucky, this should be relatively easy to do if it's just picking mushrooms. I bet they're going to send us back here in a minute, aren't they? Oh, is that a centaur over there? Oh, and there's a quest as well, okay. Got to be a bit careful of centaur, they are not friendly creatures in Warcraft. Ooh, 2 quests, okay. Oh, that was the wrong button. We need to explore the waters. But, hello, there you are.
What brings you here?
Tellar Highstrider. The centaurs have plagued the Tauren for years, and recently the Kolkar centaurs of the Barrens have gotten into a real threat, so have grown into a real threat. Normally they were disorganized in these lands, but new leaders have risen among them, rallying them. To preserve our holdings here, these centaur leaders must be destroyed. Bring me the head of Barak Kodabane. He camps west of these Forgotten Pools. Defeat him, then return to me. He's going to give us a nice pair of gloves. So yeah, let's do that. Now there's something else down there. Oh, I see, they're hiding out in a bush. That's why I walked past them. Trolls do blend in surprisingly well with this landscape. Oh, we've been spotted. Curses. Oh, and they are angry. I do not like this at all. Yep, we might die here, folks. This might be it. The moment you've all been waiting for. Yep, I'm dead. Well, you know what? We've gotten 2.5 hours into this live stream and this is my first death, so that's a new record. Right, let's go and see if we can find our body. Oh my goodness, where are we? We're actually not that far away, there's just a massive hill in the way. I do know you are, of course, all here just to see me die repeatedly, so I apologise that it took this long. Off we trot. Now that's interesting, if they're walking around in groups of 3, this could actually be a genuine struggle to do. I'm going to have to be very careful about that. So, hopefully they're not still nearby. So, a little diversion. I was sent here to scout out the centaur activity. I've been tracking their every movement for days. It's time for me to sneak out, but they've got this oasis surrounded. You look like a dangerous one. Can you make a lot of noise for me, stir 'em up, start killing indiscriminately? While they're still looking out for you, I'll slip out to get my info to Resguard Deathgate. I'm not sure anybody with the last name Deathgate is somebody you want to be giving information to, but yeah, okay. Right, first of all, let's sneak around here. There we go. So that's that investigated. Right, well, let's head this way and see what we can do with Kodobane. Oop, hello. Right, these guys appear to be by themselves, so let's start with them and hope they don't start chaining. I'll just have to look out for the ones that seem to walk around in packs. Or is it a herd if they're centaurs? Would it be a herd of centaurs? Committee of centaurs? I honestly don't know. He's by himself as well. But yeah, it's funny in this, because centaur are often portrayed as like stern and noble creatures, and in Warcraft they're just basically ogres with 4 legs. There he is. I'm a little wary that he's got the name Stormcaller. That suggests he's going to be a nasty one to kill. Let's start with him. Another one over there. I think the Stormcaller might be what did me in last time, actually. I'll get that one too. Yeah, I think it was one of these that did me in. I think they were hitting me from afar while the others were just slapping the crap out of me, to be honest. There's a little compound thing going on here. Whoa! Oh, crap, spotted by 2 of them. Is he within sheeping distance? He is. Right, let's sheep that dude. Right, because that buys us enough time to do a quick bandage. Oh, that was Barrett Kodobane that I just turned into a sheep. Nice. I don't know if that will have any effect on him, but it can't hurt. Running away. Honestly, I ought to be running away from him. Right, so on the plus side, he's died all the way over here, which means I'm less likely to run into his fellows by accident in the undergrowth while I come back. I'm just going to try and kill this one. And then, shockingly, I think we can go and hand these quests in. That was interesting. He reset briefly, so I was obviously just out of his patrol range. Oh, sorry, her. This one's a girl. I didn't notice that before. Right, let's go well out of there. And sit down and have a cookie. Well, that went better than expected, to be honest. I was pretty sure I was going to die again there, eh? I've got to be a bit careful coming back through here that I don't run into their patrols. Can I skirt around the edge here? I'm going to look straight into them. I forgot about the flying thing. Whee! Flap, flap, flap. There we go. I'm going to nip down here, because I can see, yeah, that's that patrol that got me last time. There we go. Oh no, that was beautiful! I probably shouldn't have stayed to watch. Now that they're looking for you, I'll slip quietly away in the dust of their aimless galloping. Be sure to look for my buds at the other pools. Boss has agents at every one.
Stay away from them.
Excellent. And then if we go up here to our Tauren friend.
How may I aid?
Hello, Marudeva. Do you have Codobane's head for me? Well done, Marudeva. Codobane is just one strand of a tangled thread. There are other car leaders to kill elsewhere in the Barrens. Seek out my companions at the other oases if you wish to press the assault.
Be careful.
Well, I definitely will. Yeah, let's go for them. They aren't as good, so let's disenchant them. I'm just going to pop that there. I think the rest of that, honestly, I can sell. Right, so that's the Forgotten Oases done. So I've got to head back to the crossroads. Actually, I reckon what I should do is when we get back to the crossroads, I should set my Hearthstone to there. That should make it easier. And then we should have time to handle these in and pick up a couple more, maybe do a couple more quests. We've got about 20 minutes left. And we've made good progress today. I'm very pleased with what we've done. I don't think, unfortunately, we're going to get up to level 25. I was hoping we might, but we should ding it pretty quickly next time. And still, 3 levels is a good amount. We're averaging at the moment about a level an hour, which will change as we get higher level. The amount of experience you need per level will go up, and the number of quests we need to complete will increase as well, but for now we're doing good. We'll just march our way back in here, and let's start with the closest, who I believe is this apothecary.
What is it?
Do you have the spores, Marudeva? My associates and I are eager to study this phenomenon. Ah yes, these are good specimens, potent. I am Forsaken, and we honour our contracts. Here is your reward. Yeah, you bloody well better honour your contract. In fungus we trust. I've cultured those unusual spores you dug up with a most magnificent cocktail of reagents that I'm fond of. I'm eager to see how my manipulated spores react to the waters of the crossroads oases. The stagnant oases to the southeast should provide an uncontaminated site for our experiment. Simply plant this culture in the moist soil anywhere near the oases and document the results for me. Be sure to cover your mouth, Mage. Helbrin grins disarmingly. I dread to think what would happen if I breathe the spores in, so let's not breathe them in. And Tonga, hello Tonga. You found a fissure in the earth with the power emanating from it? Strange. Something is causing that oasis to bubble over suddenly with life. Come, Mage, there is something else I'd like for you to investigate with me. A growing problem. An explosion of life from barren soil. My companion Jerick has described similar events happening elsewhere in the Barrens. I shall have to see this for myself, but I cannot abandon my post. Here, Marudeva, I will loan you my eyes. Oh, that's good. My eagle companion here has served me since I was named. Please accompany him to Thunderhead Summit, where Jerick awaits, and we will investigate. I'm really glad that he's just giving me a bird to follow around rather than just like pulling out his eyeballs or something, because weirder stuff has happened in this game. To get to the peak, follow the road east out of the crossroads. Turn south when you reach a large stone scrawled with paintings. Okay. Tonga's eyes. Hello. And finally, I'm going to speak to Sergra.
What do you need?
How many Zevra have you slain? Not bad, Marudeva. Those Zevra hold a lot of strength in their legs. I've seen them knock even a Tauren on its haunches. It looks like you have some strength in you too. And how goes your hunt, Marudeva? Ah, I see you've been busy. I hope you learned a lot from this prey, Marudeva. You'll need the strength and cunning of beasts like this to serve my beloved horde. I'm not even going to try and pronounce what that says. White Mist, or impronounceable thing, in the Tauran tongue, is the king of the savannah cats. He hunts with such stealth they say he's like a thin white mist on the earth. He kills so fast if prey have no time for fear or pain. The Taurans say he is both mercy and death. Marudeva, I now set you on the path to hunt this beast. His lair is just southwest of here, on the northern side of a small mountain among the bones of giant Kodo. Go, blow this horn when you reach his lair. Blow the horn, and he will come. Why are we killing this animal, though? I mean, if they've named it and it doesn't seem to be causing trouble, but who am I to question where the money is? Right. Let's see if we can do any of these in sort of the next 10 minutes. Yeah, let's go and attack the unsuspecting cat, because I think we might be able to do that before our time runs out. Whereas the others look like they're quite a long way away, so... Off we go. Do-do-do-do-do. He's a very handsome dragon, is Marudeva, I think. We've got quite a defined profile there. His bird friend and his little whelpling. The funny thing is as well, if we were riding a horse or another mount, it actually would look like we're moving faster, even though it's got the same speed as the sandstone drake, so it looks like we're out for a pleasant stroll, but we are moving as fast as a horse. Right, so... looks like it's over this way, probably around here, I'm guessing. I'll just hop off on that. Oh, I've overshot a bit. Yeah, this looks like the place. Curious that there's a load of living Kodo here. Or am I just on the wrong... Ah, here we go. I was on the wrong side of the hill. So this must be the lair. Ooh, hello. I wonder if he's tameable for hunters. He probably is. I have a terrible habit, because I play a lot of hunters. Every time I see an interesting looking animal, there's a part of me that's like, oh, I wonder if I could come here and tame that. It's quite an old model though, he's got that kind of boxy look to him. There we go, that's him murdered. And let's hop back into our dragon thing. There's a quest available up there, but we are going to head back and hand that in at the Barrens. So that was not exactly a difficult quest, although... try and outrun a dragon, mate. It wasn't too long, it's just some travel time. And this is a remnant again of the older quests that were all run and fetch quests in the Barrens. And of course you'd have to do them all without a mount, which was a delight. Now let's hand this in and see if she's got anything else for us. And if not, we'll start off towards these ones. I don't think we'll finish them in time, but... never hurts to give it a go.
What can
You've beaten White Mist, and though his days of hunting are over, his spirit is with you. He will show you the strength found in subtlety and the honour in mercy. Will he? Okay. I underestimated you, Mage. The Horde is fortunate to have you in its ranks. Excellent. I've just noticed our Tonga's eyes only lasts for another 55 minutes, so we should do that one next. The hunt deepens, Marudeva. Now you must find and defeat your prey within its lair. Hunt the Sunscale Raptors to the south, where they have built a warren amongst the hills just off the road. Slay them and remove the feathers they wear. Place the feathers on the Sunscale Raptor nests to show their brethren you do not fear them. That seems mean, but okay. Be cautious, Mage. Raptors hunt in packs and will swarm you if you're not cautious. Oh, bugger me, they are going to eat me alive, aren't they? And we're going to get another ugly bright yellow cloak. Right. And speaking of hunters, I've just seen the cats up to something at the top of the stairs. I'll keep an eye on that. Right. Let's head down here and see if we can at least do a growing problem. And then it will probably be time for us to finish. Can't remember the directions he gave us now. Follow the road east out across the turn south and you reach a large stone. Is that the large stone? I've got no idea. Oh. Haha, I've taken the wrong road. Okay, well we're going to go on the scenic route to find this. I could dive straight in there and start killing the raptors, but I'd rather not. That's an interesting thing with raptors in this game. I don't know if I've said this before. They actually wear jewellery and they construct buildings, and yet they are counted as beasts. And there is a very strong suggestion, though, that they are actually intelligent creatures, like people intelligent, as opposed to beast intelligent. Right, so we've got to try and rejoin this road that's coming down here, I think, preferably without being eaten alive. So that's the stagnant oasis where we need to plant those seeds. So I think what we'll do is we'll do the eye quest, whatever that requires, and then we'll probably do these other ones as we come back. Right. Ah! I have regrets. So I'd assume we need to turn off and head upwards somewhere around here. Hello. Okay. This is entirely my fault. I basically should have stayed on the road and gone in the right direction, and I didn't. And now I'm going to die. In fact, I'm very much going to die. Yep, I'm dead. Well, there you go. There's our 2-death quota for the game. I don't really want to go as far as Ratchet. I wonder if I should just go back on the road and take a look. Luckily, I'm not actually all that far from my corpse, even though I am running in the wrong direction. So but yeah, I should have been paying a lot more attention. I was just busy running my mouth. Right, is the coast relatively clear? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, there is a lion just there. So the directions were to turn south when you hit a rock covered in paintings, which I wonder if it's that. There's a path up there, I can see it. So, just have to navigate the wildlife around here, my god. You know what, I think maybe fighting our way through here is going to be the best thing to do. Because otherwise I think we are just going to get eaten alive. Oh, there's a cheetah cub there. But again, I've got one of those, so we're not going to catch it. I'm going to leave it in the wild where it belongs. Rock Lance. I wonder if he's going to be a quest objective later on. I bet he is. Right, let's head up here. Really? Ugh. Oh, and a raptor as well. Oh my goodness, if I die up here as well, I do apologise. Oh no, they've given up, thank goodness for that. God, it's quite intense, the red colour of this, isn't it? Right, let's get up here. And there's Jarek. Hello, Jarek. So, here we go. And there's a Nightborn here as well. Dorlando the Diplomat. I've taken you to the summit. What am I supposed to do? Do I have to speak to this guy?
Greetings, traveler.
Tonga's totem.
Go in peace.
I've got that. Wait. Something's happening. I don't know what, but it's doing something. Oh, okay. Was that all I needed to do? I'm confused. Tonga knows these lands better than any of us, and I believe it physically hurt him to see it torn asunder. I'm glad Tonga was able to witness the overgrowth firsthand. Words can't convey the scope of the damage. Did you bring his totem? I will return it to him when I am finished here. What was that? Ugh. Stagnant oasis. Can what's happened to the south happened here? Judging by what you found at the Forgotten Pools, these oases may be the key. Let's perform an experiment. Here, take these seeds I've collected from the summit here. They are dead and infertile, but carry them down to the stagnant oasis just below us. If there's a fissure there, then place the seeds within it and observe. Report your findings back to Tonga at the crossroads. Oh, and he's got another quest for us, okay. It will be important to study both plant and animal life impacted by the oases and the unusual energies you've discovered. The stagnant oasis below us is home to a species of snapjaw turtles. Recently, their population has exploded. Moreover, the once peaceful animals are growing aggressive, as I learned the hard way before trekking up here. Jarek holds up a bandaged finger. Oh. I suspect they've been altered by the oases. Collect their shells and take them to Tonga at the crossroads for further study. Okay. Well, we will do that next time. For now, I think we're going to sit up here and enjoy the view. Look at that. That is quite a panoramic. Let's see. See if we can get a bit of a dramatic shot going on there. That'll do, won't it? So yeah, we will do that next time. But we've done well, we're nearly level 25. I imagine we'll ding pretty quickly in the next session. And the next session at the moment is scheduled to be on Monday. So yeah, sorry again for the long gap in live streams, and you'll be able to see all the previous ones on my YouTube channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I've been Guide of Misguidance, and we've been levelling up a mage in World of Warcraft. And I will see you, hopefully, on Monday.